I never heard them, but the family, of course, all the tales were how wonderful they were together.
I miss your laurel and your redwood trees. I know that my mother, dad, and sweetheart are waiting for me. Kentucky, I will be coming soon. When I die, I want to rest upon a graceful mountain so high, for that is where God will look for me.
Lord, why did you let them kill him? And then he said, looking up in the face of God, he said, let me preach in his place. Walter Hughes passed away not long ago. He never had a calling from God for preaching. He was a substitute preacher. Where are the 9? Here we are, here we are. I know that I'm a substitute preacher. I believe that God came down through the rolls of the Everlys, and I believe he wanted the choice ones first and had to wait around and get a call. But here we are. Here we are. Let me say, where are the 9? Jesus said, where are the 9? Where are the 9? And here we are. Let me say, here we are. We're waiting. We're waiting. The Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord. Let me read it to you from Isaiah chapter number 40. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.
He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took it just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me. He's still working on me. He's still working on me.
Thank you. You can do that. That's all right. You bear with us if we get a little bit clannish because we have a lot of Everlys, and I'm an Everly, and I'm so proud of it, and I thank God for being an Everly. This is Mr. and Mrs. Darrell Everly. If I ever had another brother, Darrell would be my brother, and you stand, and also Darrell's family. You have some family that's here? Just okay. John's not here, and let's give. And then around the corner of that's Jewel Everly. And Jewel, would you stand, please? And Mr. and Mrs. Jewel Everly, this is Marguerite. And then son Kelly, and give them a hand. Yeah, thank you so much. And then, of course, this is Uncle Roland and his wife, and Uncle Roland and Aunt Margaret to me, but they're here. I think he's very special. There was Jesse, Leonard, Charlie, Ike, and Roland Everly, of the Everly brothers that were born to Milford and Mary Delilah. And the last one's here.
In my arms when her charms whenever I want you.
Dad and Uncle Roland, his older brother, loaded, they held the mine record. They had loaded 18 tons of coal. But hand-loaded, you're talking shoveling.
He was working in the mines when they were the picks and mules used and things. And he was loading it for paying by the ton.
To hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream.
I said Uncle Roland, he's the only Everly that ever worked.
The rest of us picked guitars and played.
That's true.
I didn't have no guitar. Well, they would buy one.
I remember one time hearing a story about going to a contest, and Dad and Uncle Ike and Uncle Charlie won the contest by all three of them playing on one guitar. How did they sound?
Leonard and Chuck and Ike.
Yeah.
Tell us about how they
How'd
sounded.
they
There was
sound?
no way you could beat Charlie playing anything.
Oh, really?
He'd play anything made music.
Yeah, well, what about singing when they sang together? Was it anything
Well,
similar to what Phil and I maybe sounded like?
He's a good tenor singer.
Yeah,
Charlie
well, that's what they said. Charlie sounds like Phil, maybe, or
Well, they
Phil
say
sounds
Phil
like
sounds
Phil
Charlie.
sounds like Charlie.
Phil does sing like Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I.
They could sing and play
Entertaining.
if they'd stuck together like y'all do.
Yeah.
It would way up yonder. You don't tell what.
They didn't listen to Uncle Ike. I think Uncle Charlie and Dad never listened to Uncle Ike. They resented
They all
his.
want to be boss, you see.
Right.
That's not
I
unusual.
want to be boss because he's oldest.
Right. Well, he should have
And
been.
Charlie want to be boss because he can play the best.
Yeah. And Dad wanted to be the boss because he was the youngest.
When we were young, things were kind of tough.
When we were young.
Yeah, things were kind of tough, and when Dad taught us to play the guitar, all we could afford was one for the three of us.
The three of you? What'd you do, take turns?
No, the three of us played it at once.
The three of you at once? That's like three men milking the same cow. Somebody's going to be pulling on somebody's fingers.
Look, you be
Well,
Papa.
how did you do it?
It's easy. You be Papa, and we'll show you how it's done.
I'll be Papa. I would have to be Papa. What did Papa do?
Well, he played on these two strings right here.
Up
Sometimes
here?
The third
With a
one.
pick.
And you played up there?
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
I play one on whatever's left over.
Well, Papa. Papa played here. What'd you play?
We played kind of a blues, just kind of a blues beat, be fine.
Well, let me see if I can find it. And Papa played about there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for goodness sake. Yeah. Papa know this? I'm a rattlesnake daddy and I rattle where I please. Yes, I'm a rattlesnake daddy and I rattle where I please. And when you hear me rattle, better get down on your knees. Here we go. I rattled last night, the night before. I woke up this morning gonna rattle some more. I'm a rattlesnake daddy, yeah, from Tennessee. And when you hear me rattle, you better let me be. You better let me be.
one of the first things I remember, whenever we'd go to Kentucky, we'd always go to Kentucky back from wherever we would live. Every summer we would be back in Kentucky. We kept, all Kentuckians kept the road hop between Chicago and Kentucky. I mean, they lived in Chicago, but they're Kentuckians. They would go back. There still is a tradition in the neighborhoods in Chicago of really people, we're Kentuckians, you know, or Tennesseans or West Virginians and so, that have gone there for work. But he would go back and we would go to these small towns and we would, the guitar would be there. And he'd pass the guitar to this fellow, he'd sing a while, pass it over. That was just constant.
Oh, well, it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark at night. Well, it rained 5 days and the sky turned dark at night. Trouble taking place in the lowlands at night. Well, it thundered and it lightened and the wind began to blow. When I get you out of this bad cold. Well, it thundered and it lightened and the wind began to blow. Well, there's thousands of people ain't got no place to go. I can't move no, that's a sad thing. Oh, I can't move no more. Well, my house fell down and I can't live there no more.
Oh, that's wonderful.
What's that called, Louis?
Backwater Blues.
Oh, that's nice. Really nice.
Do you like it, Jimmy?
Yeah,
I love
like
it.
it.
Don't
Just-
kid me around.
No,
No, I never.
We wouldn't kid you at all. That's wonderful. That really is.
Well, thank you, man.
I remember back years ago, driving through Drakesboro, and you always had a guitar. You and Dad wouldn't hardly say anything, just grab the guitar and sort of pass it back and forth
Yeah.
before
or
anything
picking, you
happened.
know.
Yeah.
Who taught you to play guitar?
Well, my sisters, I had about 3 or 4 sisters that played, played. Like that, they all played that. And so when they'd get the guitar, I wouldn't let them have no peace. I'd cry and Mama'd make them give me the guitar, You have to keep me quiet and everything. So when I got the old guitar, and I'd thump around like this, now there's a little doorstep at the little two-room cabin. I ain't holding nothing back, I'm gonna tell all.
Oh, I
Boy, I do that all day long. That's the only thing I know. And finally, I got to make him see, like Bonnie and
Yeah,
Dutch,
yeah.
they'd C chord and G, and like that,
Well, they consider thumb pick guitar to come from right here. I guess Merle was the one that popularized that. And
He was a good writer. Merle Travis was a very fine writer. 16 Tons, Dark as a Dungeon.
Was that guitar style a particular thing in the mining areas? Was it
Yeah. Merle came around, I guess, to learn from Moser Egger and my father. Merle gives Dad a lot of credit for helping teach him, actually, a few chords here and there and whatever.
Now to
Yeah.
start picking the cannonball right?
yeah.